There are moments in life that don't make the news. Moments that don't go viral right away. Moments that happen quietly, in hospital hallways, behind closed doors, when no one is watching. But those moments, they change lives forever. If you've ever felt invisible, if you've ever given your best and felt forgotten, stay with me, because this story might feel uncomfortably close to home. Her name was Nurse Nora, and for 12 years, she showed up to the hospital before sunrise. Same faded blue scrubs, same tired shoes, same gentle smile she saved for patients, even when she had nothing left for herself. Most people saw her as just a nurse. But the patients? They saw an angel in uniform. Nora wasn't the loud kind of nurse. She didn't brag. She didn't complain. She worked double shifts, skipped lunch breaks, and sometimes she stayed after her shift ended, just to sit beside patients who were scared to sleep alone. Because Nora knew what it felt like to be afraid. You see, when she was younger, she once lay in a hospital bed herself, alone, sick, and forgotten. And a nurse sat beside her all night, held her hand, and whispered, "You're going to be okay." That night changed her life. So she promised herself something. If I ever wear this uniform, no one under my care will feel alone. One night, close to midnight, the emergency ward was unusually quiet. That's when room 417 was assigned to her. A man in his late 60s. Weak pulse. No visitors. No flowers. No phone calls. Just a name on a chart. Mr. Hassan. The doctors were honest. His condition was serious. Very serious. As Nora checked his vitals, she noticed something. He wasn't sleeping. His eyes were open, staring at the ceiling. She leaned closer and asked softly, "Sir, are you in pain?" He shook his head slowly. Then he whispered something that broke her heart. "I just don't want to die alone." That sentence stayed with her. Because sometimes the pain isn't physical. Sometimes it's the fear of being forgotten. That night, Nora did something small, but powerful. She pulled a chair beside his bed, sat down, and stayed. She told him stories, asked about his life, listened as he spoke about the daughter who stopped calling, the business he lost, the friends who disappeared when life got hard. Hours passed. Her shift ended. But she didn't leave. She held his hand when his breathing grew heavy. She whispered comfort when the machines beeped louder. And just before sunrise, Mr. Hassan squeezed her hand and said, "Thank you for seeing me." He passed away peacefully moments later. Nora cried in the supply room that morning, not because she failed, but because she cared. She cleaned herself up, changed scrubs, and went on with her shift, like she always did. But what she didn't know was this. Someone had been watching. A man in a suit, standing quietly at the end of the hallway the night before. He saw her stay when she didn't have to. He saw her choose compassion over convenience. That man was the hospital's new director. 3 weeks later, all staff were called into the main hall. Rumors spread fast. Layoffs, budget cuts, restructuring. Nora stood at the back, heart racing. Then the director stepped forward and said, "We are here today to recognize someone who reminded us why healthcare exists." He paused and called her name, Nurse Nora. She froze, walked forward in disbelief. He told the story. Room 417. The chair. The hand she held. Then he said words she never expected to hear. Kindness like this should never go unnoticed. Nora was promoted that day, given a leadership role, and more importantly, given the respect she had earned long ago. But that's not even the most powerful part. Weeks later, she received a letter from a woman, Mr. Hassan's daughter. She wrote, "I stopped visiting my father because I didn't know how to face my guilt. But you stayed when I didn't. Because of you, I will spend the rest of my life choosing kindness." Nora folded the letter and cried. Not tears of sadness, but tears of purpose. Family, this story isn't just about a nurse. It's about you. About the kindness you give when no one claps. About the care you show when there's no reward. About staying when it's easier to walk away. Because trust me, kindness always comes back. Sometimes quietly, sometimes later, but always meaningfully. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone who works in healthcare, and subscribe to KindSoul Corner. We don't just tell stories here. We honor the unseen heroes among us. And tell me in the comments, have you ever met a nurse who changed your life? Your story might be the next one we tell.